this is your boy Tech G back with another video, and in this video we're going to be talking about tech giants that are pouring money into artificial intelligence as they cut costs elsewhere. So Alphabet, Microsoft, Amazon, and Meta all reported quarterly results this week, updating Wall Street on their efforts to improve efficiency as economic concerns mount. When it comes to AI and the latest boom in so-called large language models, or LLMs, that power products like ChatGPT, the mega cap tech companies can't afford to get left behind. So generative AI programs, they use increasing amounts of data and processing power to produce outputs that seem like they were made by a human, such as a block of text, a snippet of code, or a computer-generated image. And they require specialized supercomputers that aren't cheap. On their earnings calls this week, tech CEOs talked at length about the potential for AI, whether they're building their own models or rapidly integrating it into products. The common theme was their emphasis on large sums of money they'll be spending to build and run these applications. So here's what the executives told the analysts. So let's talk about the first one. This is Sundar, can't pronounce his last name, but he's under intense pressure to deliver AI products due to the perceived threat that the company's core Google search engine faces from these sophisticated chatbots that are hitting the market. The company recently declared an internal quote-unquote code red. The CEO said on Tuesday's earnings call that the company was making good progress towards its AI goals. He goes on to say, we'll continue to incorporate generative AI advances to make search better in a thoughtful and deliberate way. He said Google is using artificial intelligence to improve the conversion rate of ads and reduce the amount of toxic text that goes into the AI models. And the company is also combining two primary artificial intelligence teams known as Brain and DeepMind. Alphabet CEO said that in addition to using its own homegrown chips to power its models, it's using processors from NVIDIA, which makes the vast majority of graphics chips used to train and deploy cutting-edge AI. Next, we have Microsoft. So Microsoft is using OpenAI's GPT technology in its Bing search engine, Office, and Teams teleconferencing system. Its CEO, Satya Nadella, says that AI will eventually drive revenue growth and is already sparking increased uptake in the company's apps. Bing, for example, has seen downloads quadruple since Microsoft added a chat box, he stated, and Microsoft has generated over 200 million images through its Bing integration. Nadella warned that a significant amount of capital will be required to build out the massive data centers needed to run the artificial intelligence applications. He states, we will continue to invest in our cloud infrastructure, particularly AI-related spend, as we scale to the growing demand driven by customer transformation, he stated, and we expect the resulting revenue to grow over time. All right, next we have Amazon CEO Andy Jassy, and he gave an unusual lengthy response on Thursday to an analyst's questions about the company's generative AI plans. So Jassy said Amazon is building out its own LLMs and designing data center chips for machine learning, emphasizing that the market is massive. He goes on to say these three language models include generative AI capability, which has been around for a while, but frankly, the models were not that compelling until about 6 to 9 months ago. He then goes on to say that they have gotten so much bigger and so much better so much more quickly that it really presents a remarkable opportunity to transform virtually every customer experience that exists. Jassy also said that Amazon's size would allow it to become one of a handful of companies building LLMs, which can take hundreds of computers running for weeks, overseen by expensive machine learning engineers. He goes on to say, quote, there will be a small number of companies that want to invest that time and money, and we will be one of them at Amazon. Unlike Microsoft and Google, Amazon Focus is selling access to the technology through its Amazon Web Services division. However, Jassy said Amazon will work on some applications such as programs to help engineers write code. He goes on to say, quote, every single one of our businesses inside of Amazon are building on top of the large language models to reinvent our customer experience, and that includes the voice assistant Alexa as well. And then finally, we have Meta. So Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, he tried to dispel the notion that his company is no longer focused on the metaverse and turning his his attention in that direction in late 2021. But he wanted investors to know that Meta can invest in metaverse technologies while simultaneously putting tons of resources into AI, which he called a quote-unquote key theme for his company. Zuckerberg said that while the company has used machine learning to deliver recommendations and power products like Facebook's news feed or ad systems, a new main area of focus is generative foundation models. He goes on to say, quote, "It's been a pretty amazing year of progress on this front, and the work happening now is going to impact every single one of our apps and services." He said the company would work on a variety of products using the technology, including chat experiences in WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger, tools for making images for posts on Facebook and Instagram, and eventually programs that could spit out entire videos from short descriptions. A concept he's particularly excited about is called AI agents, which he often refers to as AI programs that carry out goals. Zuckerberg stated that there's an opportunity to introduce AI agents to billions of people in ways that will be useful and meaningful. And one possibility for an AI agent would be to handle customer service for businesses. Zuckerberg discusses the company's big investments to build out its data centers for AI applications. He said the technology was the main driver of Meta's growth and capital expenditures over the past few years. He says at this point, we are no longer behind in building out our AI infrastructure. Now, that doesn't mean that Meta is done buying graphics processors. Zuckerberg said the company would need to quote unquote continue investing, but would do so after it launches its generative AI products and gets a better grasp on the resources that are required.